If you guys missed my last 2 videos, what the heck, man, I thought we were friends. I'm trying to make all the furniture in my apartment by myself, and although it is going well at the moment, my walls look like Donald Trump's youngest son, Barron. And so in today's video, I thought it'd be super cool if we would make our own wall art, but with a twist. As I'm sure we've all seen by now, whenever you go into a craft store or a home decor store, the place seems to be littered with silly wooden signs. Signs that remind you to live, laugh, and love. Maybe even some signs that remind you to do some very basic, simple, everyday human things, like eat. There's a lot of those. Wouldn't want to forget. I don't quite see the allure, but I'm told they're quite popular among Karens. Not saying everyone who buys these signs is a Karen, but every Karen does buy these signs. I beg to differ. My story began at the hospital. Well, I guess technically it did begin at home. Never mind. Ooh, yuck. Well, I think it'd be hilarious if we made our own house signs that were like the reverse Karen signs. So instead of live, laugh, love, we could do something crazy like die, cry, hate. Basically, I just want these to be humorous, and when guests come over, I want them to have fun walking around reading all the crazy, ridiculous signs. I already have way too many good ideas, or bad ideas, so without any further ado, let's get started. First, I'm going to grab some scrap plywood I found in my garage. This doesn't have to be anything special, any size or thickness will work. We're then going to go ahead and cut it down to whatever size we want our sign to be. Then going to take that plywood piece and lightly sand it. After that, we're going to go ahead and spray paint it white, or light brown, or black, or don't even spray paint it at all, it's a free country. Now while we give that a chance to dry, or not dry, we're going to take some more scrap wood, pine wood, oak wood, or even plywood if you want to, and begin to cut it into inch-wide strips. Or 1/2 inch, or 3/4 inch, really whatever size you want to go with. Hopefully you're starting to sense a pattern here. We'll then cut them down to fit our plywood backing that we just painted, which may or may not be dry, and then glue and nail them on the perimeter of the backing as a sort of frame. Look at that, it already looks like it belongs in Hobby Lobby. Now we'll just lightly sand down the frame to make sure it and the backing are flush. And then we can tape off the inside corners of the backing and stain the frame. Or stain the whole thing if you never painted the backing. Perfect. And now it is time for the chaos to begin. I'm going to very carefully take a ruler, pencil, and eraser, and very carefully begin to write on the signs. Once I like how everything looks, I'll then take a fine tip and fat tip marker and begin to fill it in. And after that, all that's left to do is to add the wall mounting hardware. You can find this hardware at any hardware store. Surprise, but it was a little bit more than I wanted to spend, so I just designed and printed my own. Files for those down below. And with that, our sign is now officially and completely finished. Okay, so now for the moment of truth. Here I have 4 signs that I made, and I'm going to start with the one that you guys kind of watched me make, but as you saw in the video, I tried my best to kind of conceal what I was writing for this moment, the grand reveal. So this one I made to hang in my bathroom, and since like live, laugh, love is like the most iconic, hated one of these signs I think in the world, I decided to mimic that one with rest, push, wipe. And if you look closer, it's rest on the toilet, mightily push from within, and then diligently wipe. So inspirational, isn't it? I don't think this sign's bad. It fits the area really well, but I'm not gonna lie, it's not one of my favorites from this anti-Karen collection. So moving on, this next one is for the living room, like the main hangout area, and for this one I was mocking all those signs that are like, home is where the heart is, or home is where your children call you mother. Like if you're gonna go to the neighbor's house, they're not gonna call you mother, they're gonna call you by your first name or something, I don't know. Anywho, so I decided to take a slightly more direct scientific approach to that one, and I have home is where you live. It's very true. Last time I checked, I did live at my home, so. And And then on the same wavelength, again, for like the main living room, I have this one. This is a play on the whole mi casa is su casa thing, you know, or my house is your house. I see that wrote all over the place, you know, it's supposed to be really welcoming. It's kind of weird, but whatever. So I just took that, flipped it a little bit, and we have su casa is mi casa, or your house is my house. Very possessive, very aggressive right out of the gate, and I love this sign for that. I'm not even joking. I was laughing so hard when I was making this. I'm like, I'm gonna make several of these. I'm just gonna give these to people as like housewarming gifts as they move into new homes. I'm gonna hand it to them, just like watch them unwrap it, and they're gonna be like,
Su casa is mi casa? Is this a threat?
maybe it is, Karen. I also like how these two are like somewhat subtle. Like you could see them hanging on the wall, and if you didn't pay a whole lot of attention, you wouldn't think anything of them. But then when you went to read them, you'd be like, my house is your house. Home is where you live. What the heck is this guy doing? Now, lastly, we have the sign for the kitchen, and I'm not gonna lie, this one might be my favorite. No, for whatever reason, for reasons I don't understand, whenever people buy signs like these for their kitchen, they'll either buy a sign that says eat or a sign that says kitchen and hang it in their kitchen. It's like they're labeling their rooms in case they forget. I was like, is this the kitchen? No, I think this is the bathroom. I don't know, there's no sign. Oh wait, no, right there, it says eat. I think this must be the kitchen. Because you eat in the kitchen, get it? It's really, I'm pretty quick. And so on a similar wavelength, I made this sign to hang right above my refrigerator, and this one just simply says gluttony. We all know why we're in here. It's not just to eat, it's to cram food in our mouths like the horrible gluttons we are. And then off to the side, you see, I drew a little cheeseburger as well. I really enjoyed making these signs and putting together this video, and I have so many more ideas that I think would be hilarious to do. I would kind of like to do this again. But what do you think? What do you guys want to see? Would you like to see this again? If so, let me know in the comments down below. And you know what? Give me a suggestion of a sign you think I should make. And if we do this video again, maybe I can pick a couple of the suggestions. But hey, thank you so much for you guys watching. Rest, push, and wipe, and Lord willing, I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching, and please feel free to subscribe.